Good evening. HRDC MMTC BAMO refresher course on Indian knowledge shifting. Participant name Mr. Chirakhoddin Wajiruddi. Roll number 17. Micro teaching video. My subject is learning style. What is a learning style? Learning style is described as a group of characteristics, attitudes, and behaviors that define your way of learning. Simply different approaches or ways of learning. Learning style. There are many models of learning style in education. In 1987, Neil Fleming, a high school and university teacher from New Zealand, developed the most widely used learning style model known as VAC, Visual Auditory Kinesthetic Learning. Year later added a fourth style, read and write. The acronym changed to WORK. The visual learning style, seeing and writing. The visual learning tends to observe things, pictures, demonstrations, films, etc. in order to improve his or her level of knowledge. Some common visual learning strategies includes creating graphic, organizers, diagramming, flowchart, mind mapping, and outlining, and more. Visual learners learn through seeing, need to see the teacher's body language and facial expression, tend to prefer sitting at the front of the classroom, may think in pictures and learn best from visual display, prefer to take detailed notes during lectures or classroom discussion to observe the information. How does visual learner help student? Helps clarify thoughts, see how ideas are connected, realize how information can be grouped and organized. New concepts are easily understood when linked to prior knowledge. Visual learning helps students to organize and analyze information. Students use diagrams and plots to display large amount of information in the ways that are easy to understand and help reveal relationship and pattern. Integrate new knowledge. Students better remember information when represented and learned both visually and verbally. Think critically. Linked verbal and visual information help make connection, understand relationship, and recall related details. Core critical thinking skills are inference, explanation, evaluation, self-regulation, interpretation, and analysis. The work model auditory hear it. Auditory learners learn by hearing, prepare to hear information spoken, can observe a lecture with a little effort, may not need careful notes to learn, often avoid eye contact in order to concentrate, may read aloud to themselves, link background music when they study. Learn through listening. Auditory learners learn by hearing, learn through listening, learn best through verbal lectures, discussion, talking things through and listening to what others have to say. Interpret the underlying meaning of speech through listening to tone of voice, pitch, speed, and other nonsense. Prepare a direction given orally. Seldom text notes or write things down. Prepare lecture to reading assignment. Often repeat what has just been said. Auditory learners learn by hearing, talk to self, often benefits from the reading text aloud and using a tape recorder. Sit where they can hear but needn't pay attention to what is happening in front. Hum or talk to himself, herself, others when bored. They acquire knowledge by reading aloud, remember by verbalizing lesson to themselves. If they don't, they have difficulty reading maps or diagrams or handling conceptual assignment like mathematics. Kinetic do it. Kinetic do it A tactile kinesthetic person learn best through a hands-on approach, activity exploring the physical world around them. They may find it hard to sit still for long periods and may become distracted by their need for activity and exploration. Kinesthetic learner try things out, touch, feel, and manipulate objects. Body tension is a good indication for their emotions. They gestures when speaking are poor listeners, stand very lost when speaking or listening, and quickly lose interest in long discourse. Remember best what has been done, not what they have seen or talked about. Prefer district involvement in what they are learning. They are distractible and find the difficult to pay attention to auditory or a visual presentation. Rarely an avid reader, they may forget frequently while handling a book. Often poor speller, they need to write down words to determine if they feel right. Characteristics of kinetic learner: walk while studying, move and lecture to the wall, do things as you say them, practice by repeating motion, dance as you study, write words, use crayons, pen, pencil, see if they feel right. When memorizing, use finger to write on the table or ear, associate a feeling with information, stretch. Characteristics of kinetic learner: write on a marker board in order to use group muscle movement, use the computer, hands-on activity with objects that can be touched, study in short time period, get up and walk around in between, make study tool to hold, use flashcard, separate into know and don't know files, use plastic letters and magnetic boards for new vocabulary, write and review, rewrite to commit to memory. The work model read write learning style. The read write learning style was added to Fleming model after the initial three. Read write learners specially learn best through the written word. They absorb information by reading books and handouts, talk lots of notes, sometimes word for word and making lists. They prepare lecture, diagram, picture, charts, and scientific concepts to be explained using the written language. They are often fast reader and skillful writers. Read-write learning style. Similar to visual learners, read-write learners may struggle with verbal directions and are easily distracted by noise. Some may be quiet and struggle to detect body language and other social cues. The seven style of learning: the solitary, interpersonal, social, interpersonal, logical, mathematical, physical, kinetic, verbal, linguistic, oral, auditory, music, and visual spectrum. In conclusion, each student learns difficultly at different rate using different learner style. Everyone has a learning style. Accommodating student learning style can result in improved attitudes toward learner as well as increased self-esteem and academic achievement. Knowing and becoming familiar with our learning style will help you become a more effective and creative teacher. Thank you.